Let's have some fun. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Misfits campaign by Viva La Dirt League. We're having a blast on this campaign. I put I put Rob's tiefling on the thumbnail, and it got the least amount of views out of all of them because, I mean, like, it's such a creepy thumbnail. Ironically, the amount of views on it was 666. Let's get into this next episode here. So very funny. So very funny. Let's watch episode 12. They are on the prow here. They're at the house with, I believe, Trikel, which Trikel is in. Let's check it out.
Oh, God, he's rich.
It looks kind of scary now that I look at you up there. I'm not sure if I want to.
He might take a swing.
I'm going to be like, oh my God, it's you, friend.
Can you show me the back entrance?
No.
And it's locked.
Seems like it might.
Okay, I have thieves' tools.
As you open the door, what you didn't notice was the trap.
Oh, that's right.
Not present on the door. Now you're good. There's a. No. It's just too fun.
So wait a second. He never finished that. There is no trap.
You head into the back door and you see yourself in a bit of an antechamber that a groundskeeper might use to make sure they're not traipsing dirt throughout the house, but they've still got somewhere out of the weather to take off their boots and things. So it's mostly there's some a shoe rack for muddy work boots, and there's tools on a tool rack off to your left. Dirty tiles on the ground and another door leading into the house proper.
Are you coming with us? Are you coming with us, or do you want to go with Arrow?
I'm indecisive.
Do you want to go in your bottle?
It does sound nice. I will. Oh, he's a bit of a split us two too. I am scared of the heights though. I'm just coming with you guys. Sorry.
All
right.
When we find Trikel, are we going to kill him? That's our plan.
I feel like he might have info though. I feel like we should try and chat to him first.
Try to vampire.
I think we should pretend we're on his side for a bit.
That's a great plan.
And then double cross him.
Can I get a stealth check from the three of you, because you're now discussing this inside of his house?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh God, no. You never discuss the plan while in your enemy's own home. That's probably rule number 1. Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, and this is what this check is going to check. See how well you're whispering.
12 plus
19.
9.
dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20, 19
Plus 1,
stealth.
20.
So dirty 20,
And 0. So I'm whispering very loudly.
You're whispering quite loud.
Anyway, so I think because in water it kind
Your
of.
voice is carrying a little bit.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you two are being pretty quiet.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that what we should do is we should just be friends with him first and pretend.
You need to whisper more.
I don't know what whisper is. Is it? Is this working?
That's good.
Yeah, so anyway, what I was saying. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think what we should do is we should go and befriend that Trikel guy. Chat to him. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Whisper. Like they could be anywhere. We don't know.
What's a whisper?
Wait, like this. Yeah, like this.
Is it like this?
You are doing it so
Christy
wrong.
is
What?
just like this. Christy is so
Let me just tell you my plan first. I was going to say that we should be friends with him and get all the info out of him and then kill
Yeah,
him.
he is tall.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Did
you hear
just
what I
now
said?
notice?
Pretend to be on his side. Okay, so we're still the undead uncles. Yeah. Come to pay Trikel a visit. We got an appointment. Yes. Okay. Let's go find him.
Okay.
And we
Never got out of
can
their
we
disguise kits.
have a look?
They're still in their disguise kits. They're going after vampires, dressed as vampires. Britt is the only vampire in the group. They're posing as the band that they were in the manor. 2 actual vampires. Can they pull this off? This is going to be crazy.
First, I guess
Maybe you should see what.
There's no window or peephole in his interior door.
Also, like, I don't know, like if there's traps or
I don't
people
think this
around.
is a good idea.
You check the
Dead
door and
Uncles
it's not
is the name
trapped.
of the band
It's
that
just
they're in.
an interior wooden door. There's no keyhole for it to be locked or anything. It's just
When Sneaky goes small, are you invisible?
no.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just.
Just
I think I'm
newest
still small at the
Darkwood
moment.
Rage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The Dead Uncles.
So you just heading in through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You open the door. Immediately on the other side of it is a 6'2" gentleman with pale skin and blonde hair.
And a nose?
And a nose. Just standing with his hands behind his back, staring right at you from behind the door. And he says, "You're being quite loud." And I rolled a 24 on his perception check, which beat all 3 of you.
Oh no!
And so he just stands there on the other side of the door waiting for you to come into his house.
Did he hear our plan? Like, does he know that we're not friends?
There's a good chance. You realise as you open the door, shh, and then you open the door and he's just standing there. And you're like, okay, I don't know if he knows the plan, guys.
We are the undead uncles.
Yes, quite. So, welcome to my house.
Not to be
Is that an
confused with Cradle of Filth, says Meg.
I'll say it to you. That got him.
What did I miss? I missed something.
Yes, quite. So, welcome to my house.
Is that an invitation?
Didn't say it to you. That got him. Welcome to my house.
Who are they laughing at off the...
You are here for a reason.
You have such a lovely nose.
Thank you. Brings his hand up to his nose as if you're like, he's not sure if it's like a backhanded compliment or he's just making himself self-conscious about his nose.
Good. It's a power play.
You get the impression that he might be albino. He's got very pale skin and white blonde hair, and he's got some pink tinge to his irises as well.
Is it sunny outside?
No, it's dark in Darkwood pretty much all year round. He's about 6'2", 6'3", give or take, so he's pretty tall, pretty lanky as well.
Daddy.
And he's got...
Am I right? Daddy.
And he's got very sharp features, very sharp cheekbones.
Talking.
Go ratio.
And he says, "So you are here to perform as my uncle or something?"
I see how you made that confusion, but no, we do not perform as your uncle. The name of our band is Undead Uncles.
Why is Geller here? He's just behind you.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Undead
we bought
uncles.
him because we think maybe we will suck his blood later because we are all undead vampires. Oh, yeah. Love that stuff, don't we, boys?
And yet you entered my home without invitation.
We're,
I thought I heard one.
I thought I heard one too.
Bug does not have the authority to let you into my house.
are you sure? Because, I mean, he let us in.
It could be that you're not vampires.
Oh, that's a weird case. I don't know why you'd say
I
that.
don't think you understand us. We are vampires.
Yes, we have the
Why don't
accent.
you come in and we talk? And
Was
he
that an
just-
invitation?
Not to you, because you're up 2 floors up on an outside balcony, as you stated.
Trakel, the 4th member of our band. Can you invite him in, please? I'll call him. Aro, come down. Trakel's keep inviting us inside.
The
Can I get an
guitarist.
insight check
Very
from the 3 of you,
important.
please?
Very important to have the guitarist with us.
17 plus 3. Dirty 20.
Okay.
4.
Britt's face says it all. Like, look at this face right now. This is going horribly wrong. Britt's face is personifying this entire scenario right now.
6 plus 3 is 9.
Okay. Just you notice that when they say there's a 4th member of your band and they call out for Arrow to come on down, you see there's like a quick darting of the eyes, like he's doing calculations, like he's reassessing. You gather from that this guy's very
The bitter barista. Welcome to the fam. That's my mother. She's a rogue, and she's twirling knives for you.
Quick-minded, and simple tricks probably not going to go over well on him. He's calculated for the three of you, like being here, and he's already like thinking, okay, what are they here for? Plans around that sort of thing. He thought there was just three of you, and it seems that he was not aware there was a fourth person, and his eyes very subtly give away the fact that he's like, okay, I'm quickly thinking about how does that change my plans or whatever.
Okay.
No, we meant
you hear them call for Arrow.
I go wee and jump off like a vampire. Yeah, pretty much.
Landing down outside, just right behind the door, he says, an actual vampire, I take it.
Yes, like.
Won't you come in?
Thank you very much. And I don't mind if I do. And so I walk inside.
Is it a bad idea to lie to him that there's more people? So he just gets confused.
That's up to you. You're the only one who's noticed they even made any sort of connection to the fact, like you noticed how quick this guy is.
Okay, all right.
You seem to be reassessing things as soon as he realised there was a fourth person to your group and the fact they were an actual vampire. He gestures further into the house, down the corridor towards his drawing room.
Trakel! Thing to do is.
So, the only idea that I have is that it's a stage. It's a way to sell us as a band of vampires. You know, you'd have to. It's a vibe. It's like a stage presence.
Can I whisper quietly so he can't hear me?
He's looking at you all, and you're in the you're as far away as I am now, so you can certainly try.
What does it really mean to be a vampire? That's the question I'll pose.
What a wonderful question.
Yeah, what does it mean? What do you think it means?
Let's discuss in more comfortable quarters.
I feel like that's my idea.
I don't think we should go to a comfortable quarters.
Where exactly are you from?
Well, Transylvania.
Interesting. Quite the accent you have. You must have travelled a lot.
Right.
Want to enter? And he just
let's just go inside.
At this point, he just leaves you because you're taking too long. He just walks further down the corridor.
We're too like cautious, but let's go.
For the first time in this campaign.
Okay.
Right. You enter his drawing room. He is already now seated in a huge claw-footed winged armchair.
Any more of those going around?
In front of the roaring fire that you saw the smoke from the chimney before. There are hunting trophies on the wall. Is it all right?
I did accidentally cast a spell. Can I undo this?
She jumped back from the screen. She accidentally cast a spell. That's great.
Oh my god! Guys, this never usually happens to me. I'm so sorry. What the heck?
I swear that never happens to me. I swear it's never happened to me before.
I wanted to check what it was.
Sometimes
undo.
Excitement of being in a new terrain.
What did you cast?
No, I was checking something. Sorry, as you were.
You walk into the drawing room. You see the hunting trophies up on the wall that are like from monstrous creatures. You see a
nice.
You actually see a minotaur up on the wall as well, a minotaur head. You see a bugbear, it seems, and something from something with way too many eyes.
What's that one?
It is a creature that mutated from what was once an etocap.
Oh, you get that yourself?
I did.
Quite the hunter.
Nice.
Won't you take a seat? And he gestures across to. There's one other armchair, and then there's a chaise lounge.
Well, I know who's taking the chaise lounge.
She's quick, isn't she, Eric? I love her. That is the best.
I'll just sit on one of the arms.
I think so,
stand.
I think so.
You sit on one of the arms of the chair. You sitting down.
I'm small at the moment.
Yeah, I might just stand for now. Just
Okay.
wary.
Says, what can I do for you?
Trakel, we performed recently in Dimwood. We met a woman called Stephanie. You know her?
I am aware of Stephanie, but then again, who isn't?
Oh, snap. Phoenix's laugh is cracking me up. She's so ornery. I love her. Listen to Phoenix laugh at this.
But then again, who isn't?
Hey.
I love her. She's the best. Boy, Baja would be upset if he heard that. Baja would be upset if he heard Trakel say that.
Saucy.
So, she's clearly undead, just like us.
Right.
And we're wondering, how do we get on in with you guys? What's your deal?
What I was unclear on what your question was.
So you seem to be running a sort of a cool thing? Cool thing? Yeah.
I'm so glad it does, Digit.
Is that
Yes.
is that how we're doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
I'm just following your lead.
Yes, we
You all
want it.
notice him kind of slow blink, closes his eyes for like half a second and then open them up again, and the pinkness of his irises have gone and been replaced with like this radiant sort of gold light.
Ooh.
And what are you thinking at this moment?
It's giving. It's giving. I wish I had some of these fucking trophies. I want a house where I've got space to put these trophies up. I want to go.
He looks to you. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that shouldn't we just kill him?
Oh no!
He flicks his eyes across.
Ree, what are you doing, Ree? You're casting off spells prematurely. You. What are you doing? Are you kidding me, Ree?
I don't know.
What do you think?
Oh fuck!
Do I? So, Phoenix, I know what he's doing, but would Sneaky know what he's doing?
Make an Arcana check.
15.
Plus your Arcana. 0. 15. There's definitely a vibe of he's seeing something with it. He's obviously just done something magical with his eyes, and he may be able to see through disguises. Maybe he's seeing into your mind. Maybe he's seeing past illusions, like your disguised self, which probably has ended after an hour, right?
It's too easy right now. I feel like
So he's definitely doing something magical with his eyes. You're not sure what with a 15.
So I can't like think compliments at him?
You can certainly try.
Wow, what a pretty nose. He's got such nice eyes. What a lovely house.
What are
I
you
wonder
thinking
if
at the
he's
moment?
single.
I'm thinking, damn, I don't like the rest of them anymore. I'm clearly the outcast because there's my disguise gone.
Unless you want to cast it again.
Oh, yeah,
Spend
can I
another
do
spell
that?
slot.
Maybe I need to, Probably need
It's up to
to.
you. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will roll. I don't have my D60 with me. I will roll.
I feel like he knows that we're not.
I'm gonna roll a D20 minus 10 to see how many minutes you've got left.
Okay.
That's a 3. Yep. So you're out. It ran out about 7 minutes ago.
It's okay, because it's just a stage persona, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm still a vampire.
What are you thinking? You're thinking, oh god, I hope he thinks I'm a vampire.
Yeah, I'm now just looking so obviously like an outcast. Can I just cast? No, that's silly.
Oh boy,
should I just
she's on the
disguise myself again?
spot.
Because I can do it at will, I think, right?
Boy.
What is it? Oh, you've got the yeah. You can do it well. You've
So
got
I can
the
just do it
invocation.
again?
Yeah.
I might just disguise myself again.
So as soon as you felt it running out before you cast it again, so you've got another 50-some minutes on it.
I'm back. It's the undead uncles.
So what are you thinking then? Because it's not that.
Yeah, I'm freaking.
What are your surface thoughts in this moment, sitting with this guy or standing in this room with this creepy guy?
I'm very curious and a bit confused, worried that he's very smart and can see straight through us. Yeah. And I'm getting it to the point where I'm trying to maybe think like we need to actually probably leave.
Rob looks different, doesn't he? I feel like Rob is really invoking this character, Trakel, very well. Like, he even looks different to me.
I want the info. So I'm very conflicted right now.
Phoenix, can you have Sneaky please make me a saving throw? I think it's intelligence. It might be wisdom. Let me double check. But you can roll me a save.
Okay. 13.
13, and then it is a...
But it's our mission to kill him, right? That's what we're trying to do. Help Stephanie.
Wisdom saving throw.
I guess.
+1,
Yeah.
so 14.
14. Okay.
Probably need to know what, if there's like a bigger thing at hand.
You feel a confirmation of what is happening as you feel his presence inside your mind.
Ugh.
And he's now read your surface thoughts of each of you, and he is now probing deeper into your mind. And you failed the wisdom save, so he's going to be able to get some deeper information from you.
Okay.
He's going to gain insight into your reasoning for being here, your current emotional state, and anything that looms large in your mind currently.
Guys, think of something real. Think of the.
You don't know what's happening.
Well, Sneaky
God damn it.
genuinely would be thinking, like, she just wants to know what's going on with this necromantic stuff because she wants to try and bring back her sister.
Yeah.
So, surprise!
What?
So he feels this.
But we don't know that yet, right?
In your mind, he sees your sister.
Yeah.
He sees the moment that she was crushed.
Yep.
He sees your emotional state about that and your need to put on this I don't give a shit about anybody or anything kind of attitude ever since then. And you feel him feel that, and you can see over his eyes this kind of like this smile across his face.
Sneaky's gonna start to cry. I feel like crying.
Right.
God.
I feel we can help one another out if we drop this charade.
Is that a trick?
Okay, we'll drop the yeah, okay. Well, help us out then. You made my beautiful little girl cry.
As long as you know how. You just, for all you know, he went like this, his eyes were gold, and he looked across each of you, and then he stared at Sneaky, and then a few seconds later, she just starts crying.
I don't like the way of staring at her. And I put my hoof on my sword.
First of all, Gela, get out of my house.
That was perfect. Geller is the weird tiefling that they had brought with them. That is freaking hilarious.
Just like,
God, Gela.
he just walks away.
Thank God.
Secondly, I know the reason for you being here. I understand that you were sent by Stephanie to see if you could destroy me.
Oh, maybe not.
Ellie.
I said we can get further ahead with dropping this.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
no, totally.
this
That's
is so
exactly
good.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Good try.
So here's
I
the
love
thing.
Balin's route. We watched it here, DJ.
Your friend Stephanie is correct. I am a vampire. And I did turn her. She's also correct that destroying me will free her. However, just as she was created by me, I in turn was created by someone else. And as his, I hate the word, but thrall, I am powerless to ignore his commands. It was under his command that I turned poor Stephanie.
Oh boy.
And I am as much a victim of that event as she.
So there's somebody more powerful
So,
than
please,
Trikel.
by all means, strike me down.
If he's telling
Rid
the
me
truth.
of this insufferable torture that is my pathetic parody of existence. However, do not think you will be doing anyone more than I any favors. Stephanie's chain of command will remain unbroken while ever the originator exists. My master, the one who calls himself Bone Caller. I will have a history check from each of you, please.
This is getting intense.
Nice. 20.
5.
3
10
plus 0.
3,
2.
5,
9.
9,
22.
22. Wow. You, being the one that's been on land for the least amount of time, you somehow have heard all of the stories of Bonecaller. You know that Bonecaller was a very feared necromancer, a man of great power and creative use of necromancy. Mm-hmm. You know that he was defeated by the great and great and powerful high sorcerer Baradoon and some of his adventuring companions. Mm-hmm. You know that he was then rumored to be back again because obviously he's a powerful necromancer and he probably has contingencies against being defeated. Most recently, you heard there was an announcement, a public sort of mass-projected illusion from the acting High Sorcerer Leothil that outlined the fact that Baradoon is actually an evil guy and he was responsible for all these sort of innocent deaths and things, and he was actually acting in cahoots with all sorts of evil folk. But there's rumors of there's rumors and confusion around whether that is kind of propaganda and lies against Barad-dûr or whether it's true. But somehow you've heard that Bonecaller is somehow tied up in all of that mess as well.
Okay.
As far as you know from the stories, he's a human man. You know some of that, but very little of it. Just basically that Bonecaller was a famous necromancer of the lands who was a human man, but you think he was defeated, so you don't know how he's involved now. He is the one that we saw at the battle yesterday. The one that I am unfortunately tied to. You know that to a certain degree he speaks the truth. Like you're not as familiar with it because you, after being turned, your master didn't stick around. You never learned who he was or anything.
Seeing that, I feel like Arrow's seeing this up close, seeing Ulrich and also him and Stephanie not being able to say no to their masters is making Arrow feel slightly afraid because she doesn't know who hers is and she doesn't know really anything about him, and this doesn't bode well for her, I think.
I think there's a flash at this moment of the time as Arrow is trying to piece together this stuff and this new information. I think what's on your mind right now is the moment it happened. What do we see in this sort of flashback moment?
So it was during a large sort of skirmish. It was nighttime. Arrow was a part of the Gadorn army, and she had a really close battalion. I think battalion's the right word. I'm not sure. Like unit,
battalion,
I guess,
unit.
of friends that kind of come up together, and they were surprised at night by an army they couldn't really see very well, and it didn't take long for them to notice, I think, that the people they were fighting weren't necessarily human. And the last thing that she saw before she woke up was a guy who was, I think, like 6'4", quite large, real broad. And he wasn't wearing any armor, which was very scary for her because that would be an insane thing to do when fighting a battle. And he was really fast, and he sort of ran it straight at her. And the last thing she saw was he had, I think the last thing she saw was a recognizable marking, like a scar across the left side of his face. But she doesn't remember much about him, just that scar and his size.
Dark hair, pale skin, and a scar down the left side of his face.
I love the music.
And then the gleam in his eyes and his teeth. Just that was the last thing.
Looking. Yeah, she'd never seen anything like that before as well. So.
And then you woke up amid your dead friends and were like, "How the hell did I survive the battle?" And you were trying to piece it together, and it took a few days to realize you weren't really sleeping. You hadn't felt hunger in a while. You'd felt like this other yearning for like some of the blood that was in the area and stuff, and then you kind of pieced it together over the next couple of days, like, oh shit, I think I know what happened. Trakel continues, he says, I am loyalty bound to the man for his creation of me, and I am prevented from taking hostile actions against him directly.
That's pretty good. I like this campaign.
I know information that can hurt him just as easily as swords. I cannot simply give you that information, and alas, I do not know the magic which prevents me doing so. But in my decades of serving him, and he kind of like shudders at the word, I have discovered loopholes. Perhaps it is a god of games who looks down on us with fondness, or some fundamental law of reciprocity in the universe. But for whatever reason, defeat me in a fair wager, and I shall be able to provide you such valuable information.
Okay.
So he proposes a game of sorts. If you can put something up that is of equal value to the information he can give you about Bonecaller, and then you beat him in a fair wager, a fair game of some sort, then he can tell you information about him, which will help you to then defeat Bonecaller, which is seemingly what he wants.
Gambling.
He can't.
He wants us to gamble. I feel like this whole time has been gambling.
What, this?
We're rolling dice. We're rolling dice, and then you always say, hey, do you want to take the risk? Do you want to take the risk?
Oh,
this is gambling.
You're talking about on like a meta level, about Dungeons and Dragons. It's
yes, the whole thing is gambling. You roll the dice, and then you can choose, am I going to take this risk? Am I not? There's money.
I love her.
You swipe across, swipe, and then you've got your monies and everything. Oh, that's a gold, that's a silver. It's gambling.
I mean, I suppose, but it's legal, so.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
It's gambling.
It's very addictive, like gambling.
Yes.
Can ruin lives if you spend all of your money on books and dice and minis and yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess D&D, not even once.
He can't outright tell you, hey, go and kill my master for me, please. But he's essentially doing the same thing.
Okay.
What have we got?
So, if we wanted the location
So good.
of Bonecaller, or like his weakness or something, we have to offer
This is also very
information
good.
that's just as valuable.
Information or something else. You can ask him what would be of value.
What would be of value to you?
I feel, given our nature, a drop of your blood for every time you fail. Blood,
That's not a lot.
blood for a word. Blood for information.
Mine's going to be of no use probably, so it'll be up to you three.
Well, we could each take turns. Each time we lose, one of us takes a little prick from the needle. And hopefully we get the information before one of us dies.
Ideally.
Are you sucking the blood? From
No, I will not be drinking your blood.
No offense.
Sus. What are you doing with it then? That's what I want to know.
It is something that my master uses for furthering his research.
So he's gonna, turn you guys all into slaves, or?
Not without you being undead. He cannot control you unless you are previously deceased.
Why don't we go find Geller? You can take his blood.
Yeah, dang.
I'm afraid it would not be Gela that would be taking the valuable information.
Oh, okay.
But it sounds like you are down for a game.
Yeah.
I have many to choose from. Let us adjourn to the games room.
Anyone proficient in any games?
He stands
Catan?
and leads you out of the room.
Catan or?
Catan?
Longest road! Longest road!
Has anyone got wood for sheep? He takes you out and upstairs up this like grand staircase of his manor to a games room, and he shows you that he has the following games. He has darts, which you could play. He's got a game called Even Match. He's got a game called No Fair, a game called Match'em, and a game called Stepping Stones. These are all games that I have created the rules for in D&D, so you can.
What's No Fair?
Choose. No Fair is where is it? It is a complexity 3 out of 5-ish. It's a card game where the cards are placed in 2 rows, and then players place bets on them, and then you draw cards to see which wins and which loses. So you place your bet on any number of the cards on the table. It's all represented by D12s. And then you draw the first card, and any bet that is on that number just immediately loses. And then the next card, any of the remaining bets that's on that number wins.
Is that roulette, essentially?
No, there's a different game for roulette, but this is more like the game Pharaoh in real life.
Okay.
The card game Pharaoh.
Trakel, you want us to win so that we can, help
Unfortunately for the loophole, it must be a fair game.
Is there any game to which our skills may be most suited to?
There are some that are straight. There are some that are straight skill, and some that are more down to luck. Do you feel lucky?
Gambling again!
Well, do you?
What do we think, team?
Are any of them good with dexterity?
Darts would be a dexterity-based game.
Okay, I've got pretty
So
good
darts is an
dexterity.
aiming-based game. Even Match is a card game. No Fair is a card game. Match'em is a dice game, and Stepping Stones is a dice game.
Pretty good.
Buble?
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot, have I?
Happy to
do you
explain the games if any of them catch your eye, but those are the ones he offers. And if you want to offer your own games, you can as well.
Guess who?
I love this series.
Amber Shard sounds like fire behind the eyes to me.
I love this campaign. Listen, if you want to follow along, I put the link down there live. If you're wondering and you're here and you're new, go to this playlist right here. If you're live, check it out. You'll be directed to our watch parties. We started this 2 months ago. We're actually current on this campaign. I love the Misfits. We're also watching the Azerim campaign and are about halfway through that. And it's just a really good time here. Are you guys having fun Thursday nights? Thank you, everybody. We're doing so great, and you guys are just inviting new people. It's great to see new faces here, people joining in on our adventure. I love this campaign. I love the Misfits campaign. I think the girls are amazing, and I just thought it was funny because the worst viewing episode was where I put Rob with the weird tiefling Geller, and it got the least amount of views just because Rob is so weird in that. 666 views. So Rob, that's all your fault. But generally speaking, we do very, very well with this, and it's just really nice to hang out and chill with everyone. So if you're watching on YouTube, definitely like and share. Thank you for your love and support, everyone who shows up here live and on YouTube, sharing and liking. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Believe it or not, over half the people that watch us and watch the channel are not subscribed. So, take some time out. Just push the subscribe button, please. Like, stay up to date, stay in tune, get to know these awesome people that hang out with us. And thank you so much.